Hey everybody, Picky Old Gamer here. I'm back making some videos and I do feel a lot better. You can probably see it and hear it in me that I do feel much better. And I saw this and, well, let me jump over here real quick. Google reportedly working on PlayStation Now like game streaming service. Google may be preparing to make its big grab into the global video game business, launching on subscription-based streaming service, reports in information. Citing sources with knowledge of the project, the service could be offered via Google's Chromecast or potentially even a Google-made console. According to a report, the game streaming service plan, apparently codenamed Yeti, has been kicked around the halls of tech giants for a couple of years. It also points out former Xbox and PlayStation executive Phil Harrison joined Google last month as VP and GM as a sign this thing may be, going forward. Harrison also is on an advisory board of the Serviceberry Gaikai, which was bought by Sony a little bit before the PlayStation 4 out, and that's what PlayStation Now runs on. And of course, they say it's majority of the cloud-based gaming services in the market, including PlayStation Now, NVIDIA's GeForce Now. GeForce Now, you have to go and sign up if you want to try PC and Mac. It's being tested, and you got frequently asked questions. What is this? Free beta? Do you need drivers? No. How long can we play? You can play each game up to 4 hours at a time. After 4 hours, you can start a new session. Well, and it's interesting that they're testing some of this stuff. So, coming back to Google, I read this thinking there may be streaming PC games, but what would Google be streaming? Maybe they would be streaming PC games. I don't know. They wouldn't be streaming consoles. I'm going to assume this may be PC gaming because streaming a cell phone game? No. If Google will set up their own cloud farm and put PCs in there with either AMD or NVIDIA stuff, the hardware, and then turn around and give you that performance at a decent price, that's interesting. Though, what I want to ask you guys, what do you think about this type of streaming service? People say the PlayStation Now would fail. It's not failed, but it's still around. I tried it for a month, like last year sometime, and it worked fine. It actually worked very well. I'm not sure how GeForce Now works, but I even watched ETA Prime did a video about Parsec. And Parsec's a gaming service which you can put this free software even on a Raspberry Pi running Raspbian and set up a computer like this and stream your home gaming computer to a Raspberry Pi with a desktop. It's a desktop setup. So things are out there now. I think even Recore you can rent gaming machines online. If these services start coming out and say they kept it at $20 or less a month, I know some people will go, that's a lot. Not really. Go out there and save yourself a big pizza or eating out with somebody or a sit-down restaurant once a month, and you don't have to buy your own PC and put it together. Some people would like that. You put a box in there. It has the appropriate high-speed Wi-Fi or gigabit Ethernet, HDMI plugs on it, and it could be all in one little box as well to, of course, do all your streaming as well, 4K if you need to. And you can rent a machine. Say the ones you rent are 1080p gaming for some people, because if you really want 4K PC gaming, and if this is PC, which they didn't say in the article, then you need to build your PC. But for those who just want, the ability to play on all the stuff that's PC and maybe not be tied to Sony or Microsoft's ecosystem, a decent fee a month like that, and you have this system that has all your stuff, you're backed up every night, it's on a data center, you just log into your box, and you have Steam accounts, you have Blizzard, it just installs whatever else, and you get to play what you want. It may work for some people, it may not. A lot of people say, well, that defeats the purpose of PC gaming where I like to build it myself. I get that. I need to upgrade this CPU behind me. It's not that expensive. Tax season is now hit in the United States. I already got some money back. I may go ahead and do it. That's the last little piece, but I've upgraded this to a 1060 GTX 6 gigs. It's still got the 16 gigs of memory, a little older CPU. Destiny 2 is 1080p 60 FPS at maximum detail. So it's plenty for me, but it's fun and it does take some work. But some people may say, you know what? I don't care. I don't know. So just over 5 minutes. I don't have a whole lot to say about this. It's interesting. It's very interesting that Google is going to do it, but then again, Google has the infrastructure. They have the server farms. If this comes out, you know, it could be big enough to where Google is big enough to do it with enough data centers and to put enough PC hardware out there. And I'm thinking, I'm going to take a leap of faith and say this is PC. I didn't really see it there say it's PC because maybe they don't know. But what would you stream? Android stuff? It's worthless. Because you can go buy a cheap Android tablet and put you a game controller with it. So I would say, and you're not going to be able to put PS4s and stream them out there. Sony would sue them. You can't put Xboxes or Switches and stream them. They'd be sued. So it's got to be PC, more likely. It's interesting. So seeing that Google could do this, it's a big jump forward, and maybe Google could get some traction where nobody else has traction. Maybe every Google device allows you to jump in there. Maybe have your phone, literally your phone or a bigger tablet, have a controller in there and grab your Google device or an Android device and log in and say play Doom, full Doom, or let it, you know, give you really great quality and be able to, you know, play like that. I don't know. It's interesting, but seeing that Google's going toward this direction, it means that this type of streaming service is still sticking around. Will it be successful? We'll have to see. So let me know what you think. Hit the comments below and tell me what you think. And everything should have popped up on the screen. Subscribe and share. Please also go over to twitch.tv/BKO Gamer. I'm over there. Not really getting any views, but I'm making sure my stuff stays on Twitch. I'm building, building all the stuff up there. So if something happens here at YouTube, I can just go to Twitch. You know, it's just one of those things. Also, please click subscribe and like this video. Hit a thumbs up. And hit that notification bell if you enjoy this. And I am getting more and more small subscribers. I do appreciate it. I'm over 800 plus, and heck, that 1,000 subscribers, even 900 to be here before I know it. I appreciate everybody. All right, everybody. BKO Gamer out.